workouts. Kind of fun.
With a wife. And a late night snack. But it works.
We'll see.
Now is 1 dozen eggs per
Grass-fed ground
carrot salad.
Food Lion, baby.
Right here. On the way home. Stay locked in. Good morning. Good morning. We've got a 6-mile run this morning. Let's do it. I want to show you guys what I'm gonna take before I go for this run. We've got our 5 water bottles right here. I always make sure to get these filled up the night before so I don't even have to think about it. What I'm gonna put in this first one that I have before my run is a pinch of salt and a pinch of potassium and some magnet. Today I'm feeling the blood orange. I made this little funnel. It's literally just like paper that I rolled up, but it works great. Then I don't spill all over the counter, even though I still end up spilling a lot of the times. Literally just a quick dash. Give that a good mix. Method for you. If you use a mocha pot like I do, I also make this the night before. Right before I leave for my run, I'll set it on the stove. Turn this on to low heat. It's probably not smart practice to leave the stove on while you're not home, but it's on like low heat. Like I can lay my hand on it. It's nothing crazy. But then by the time I get back from my run, it's perfectly ready, fresh, waiting for me, just like I like it.
It's my fans, they can't wait. They write me letters, tell me I'm great. So I got me an office.
Just some basic stuff. That's 6 down. So I'm gonna show you guys. Can you see that? Here we go. We were rocking right around 140, 142 beats per minute, and that put us at an 824 pace per mile. It's hot outside, but I think if I was in a cooler atmosphere, I could be going a little bit faster for sure. My legs are still a little fatigued, I will say, but here's a hack. If you're gonna buy a vehicle and you're a runner, buy a Jeep Wrangler, because this is just the perfect warm-up and cool-down spot for leg swings, anything you want to do. Plus it looks sick. Still need to get a soft top for it. Right now I just have like this canvas cover, but dude, I love this thing. It was made the same year I was born. But overall run felt pretty good. Let's go get some coffee. I was thinking about this coffee the whole second half of my run. I broke the handle on this mocha pot like a week ago, so I've just been like grabbing it with oven mitt. Pretty dangerous. I wouldn't recommend this because this thing is piping hot, but I think this is gonna, oh, yeah. It's not perfect, but it works. What I like to do with my coffee when I do it in the mocha pot is I'll just make it into an Americano. So I filled it like 3/4 of the way with espresso, and then I'm just gonna pour some ice water in there to kind of cool it off so I can drink it right away. Tastes better when it's earned. Right about now is when I'll start taking my morning supplement routine. Scoop of OM, scoop of Optimized Prime, and then a couple scoops of creatine monohydrate. Like I said before, I'm taking about 20 grams of creatine monohydrate every day. You definitely feel it in your cognition when you're taking a way bigger dosage than just 5 grams. If you're a decent sized guy, like at least 160 pounds, you should be taking probably closer to 8, possibly even 10 grams of creatine to get the full benefits. Sip on this, probably make another hydration electrolyte drink. In just a little bit, we've got a bike session. I like to get this coffee and these subs in my system, let them settle a little bit before we go too crazy. Cheers. This first cup of coffee usually leads to the best part of my day, which is my morning dump. It's consistent, it happens at the same time, it's solid. I think that a good dump routine is
a real sign of health. And I say that kind of jokingly, but pretty seriously. If you're consistently pooping at the same time every day, multiple times a day, that's a sign of health. If you're going for like days without pooping, that's a sign that something is off with your nutrition, with your bowels. A consistent poop schedule is almost as important as a consistent sleep schedule and a consistent workout schedule. Like, it's a major part of, being healthy is your poop. And coffee definitely helps keep me in that consistent rhythm. Just thought I'd share that. So we're back on the bike today. Again, this morning's run was level C, and this bike ride is level A. So level C, I'm holding 140 to 153 beats per minute. Level A, I'm holding 120 to 130. My legs are not in bike shape, so that's actually pretty difficult for me. But the thing is, I'm not putting the incline up very high because I want to be moving my legs a lot. I don't want to be like fatiguing my legs. Like, I could crank this up and that would bring my heart rate way up, but that's not my goal. My goal is not to get my legs like super strong from this and fatigue them. My goal is more so to be moving a lot, work some of that soreness, and build that aerobic base from a place of speed rather than power. I think power is good, but that's why I go to the gym and hit legs. That's where I want to be gaining my power from, not as much from the bike. If I was training for like a duathlon and I was actually like riding the bike in it, then I would. But since it's more just to complement the running, I'm not too worried about that. I want to keep my speed high. I am not going to be reading today on my bike ride. I learned my lesson last time. It was just too much intensity and I got some sweat on my book. So I'm probably going to throw in a podcast, maybe the new Nick Bear podcast episode or Chris Williamson's Modern Wisdom. Those are all great to just throw on as some background noise and help me forget about how much this hurts.
That's 12 miles in just under 40 minutes. Man, my legs are wrecked. Ugh. I'm gonna shower up and probably eat something, but I'm taking you guys to the grocery store today. We're gonna pick up some stuff. Some low carb, high protein, high fat fuel. Just started pouring out of nowhere. That's why I always keep that top on the Jeep, because I've got it caught in the rain before and it's not fun. I've been in it when it started raining out of nowhere. Kind of fun, but not that fun.
Here we've got lunch, purple sweet potatoes, letting those simmer. And then some wild caught salmon and green beans. Gonna throw a little bit of coconut oil on those green beans. Tastes amazing. And this is a caraway pan, so it's a non-stick pan, but it's non-toxic. We're gonna take some raw parm and just grate it over top of the green beans. Phenomenal. And there we've got lunch. This meal's delicious. I especially love the green beans with the Parmesan cheese on top. So good. Macros for this meal, right around 750 calories. You can hear the thunder outside. 55 grams of protein, 45 grams of fat, about 23 grams of net carbs, and 8 grams of fiber. Good solid meal to start the day before I rip into a dozen eggs. Also, it's 2 p.m. right now at the time that I'm eating this meal. First meal means vitamins. We've got our A, E, D3, and K2 from Optimized Vitamins, straight to the dome. And then some additional D3 and K2. Always take these with a meal. Actually tastes good. Second meal of the day, we've got some sauteed spinach and some anchovies. Anchovies are from Wild Planet. They're the best. Macros on these go crazy. And if you season them with some salt and pepper, I really don't think they taste bad at all. I like seafood, if you haven't noticed by now. I eat a lot of salmon, a lot of sardines, and a lot of anchovies. And mackerel. Mackerel is really good too. And tuna. A lot of protein. Got some work done upstairs. Time for our next meal. We're doing a dozen eggs and a carrot salad. You know, one of the coolest things that I've learned along my health journey is that you don't have to be so rigid or follow like one person or movement in particular, like to the core. Like for example, I'm eating this Ray Peat salad because I like some stuff about Ray Peat, but I'm also eating a dozen eggs because Vince Gironda, who was this famous bodybuilder in the 70s, believed that eating a large amount of eggs was anabolic. And I train low volume, super high intensity because I like Mike Mentzer's approach. But I also run long distances because I like Nick Bare's movement with the hybrid athlete. It's just crazy, you know, if I were to hyperfixate on one thing, I wouldn't be me. Health gives you the opportunity to pick and choose some of the things that you like from each person who's had an influence on you. But it's just fun because then you get to discover new methods, try new things out, figure out what you like and what you don't like. I was in the Paul Saladino animal-based, you know, hardcore into that like cult for a while. And I still love all of Paul's stuff, but I'm not afraid of carrots. I think that's just kind of something that you discover along your health journey. But the only way you can discover that is by starting. So start from somewhere. Those guys I mentioned, Santa Cruz is a good place to start. Santa Cruz Medicinals. Ray Peat's a good one to check out. Vince Gironda is a great one. Mike Mentzer. It's good. Carrot salad's ribboned. Instead of coconut oil, today I'm going to use some raw coconut butter. Picked this up from the store the other day. It's super good. I think it's going to be fire on this salad. Let's go. Best meal of the day right here. All right. We got our dozen eggs right here and our carrot salad. This raw coconut butter is insane. Artisana Organics. Only ingredient, raw organic coconut. That's fire. Dinner time. We've got some grass-fed ground beef. I always like to go with the 93.7, kind of a leaner cut. And then we're doing some mushrooms right here. I'm just letting them heat up in this pan. But once these burgers are done, I'm gonna brown these mushrooms in the fond that's left from the beef. Soak it up. I like these burgers to get a good crisp on one side. And then I'll barely cook them on this side so that they stay kind of medium. Don't want them too dry. We're only doing 8 ounces of the ground beef. When you're cooking on a stainless steel, a lot of times that ground beef almost gets stuck to the bottom. But if you add water while it's still hot, it comes off super easily. That's why I put some water in the bottom with these mushrooms, and then right when I put it on, all that fond comes up and the mushrooms soak it up. Perfect. And then it makes it super easy. Basically just run some water on that under the sink and it cleans it like a charm. We're gonna do some more Parmesan on top of everything because I love Parmesan. Perfect. This is a fire meal. Mushrooms, Parmesan, burgers. I've still got to get some steps yet tonight. I'll show you guys what I like to do sometimes. I might be getting a late night snack. Not late night, but evening snack. Or walk to Publix and get a little snack. Which would probably just be like some mozzarella cheese or something. I like to nom on that. But we'll see. Either way, we're going for a walk. I'm a huge believer in doing the dishes, like right when they're dirty. Just get it done with right away. There's nothing worse than having dirty dishes all over the kitchen. I think when you have a dirty, cluttered kitchen with dirty dishes and stuff, that's a reflection of your mind. It's just like your room. If I walked into your room and saw that it was a mess, I can guesstimate that your life is probably kind of a mess as well. But when your room is clean and organized, that means your life's probably clean and organized and everything's in order. The external is a reflection of the internal. Plus it just bugs the shit out of me if there's just dirty dishes. And I'm sure part of it's just the way I was raised. My mom was very adamant about keeping a clean house. And I'm glad she was, because it taught me to do the same. And someday, when I have a wife, she'll be really grateful that I'm a kitchen cleaner. So.
Got my walking shoes on. The flops, baby. Food Lion, baby. I'm at least gonna go piss. We'll see, I might get a snack. Got some classic parm. This is a protein bar right here. Macros are crazy. 110 calories, 10 grams of protein per serving. 0 grams of carbs. Just a protein bar, bro.
I was gonna nibble on this on the way home, but they make the packaging on it so dang thick. It's high security. So good. Right about now, to end the day, I'll usually take a magnesium glycinate and a Knox Sleep gummy, as you guys know. About 60 minutes before I go to bed. It's like 8 o'clock right now. Sometimes I'm in bed way before 9 o'clock, but usually right around 9. Because it was raining today and I drive a Jeep that doesn't have a top yet, I didn't make it to the store, but I've got to run and legs tomorrow. And I should be able to make it to the store, so I'm gonna bring you guys with me for all that. You guys are coming with me to the gym. We'll see, this might be its own separate video. I might combine today and tomorrow. But if this doesn't get cut out, then thank you guys for watching. Not every day is glorious, not every day is super special, but every single day counts towards you or against you. So stay locked in. Yeah, that's all I got. Stay locked in.